the most popular market outside the win-draw-win is the goals market. Now, when we're watching football, we all like to see goals. So the over 2.5 is the most popular one. However, as an experiment in October, I decided to back all the under 2.5 goals in the Premier, Championship, League 1 and League 2. Now, the reason I decided to do that was through my records. If you've seen any of my past videos from last year, I keep records of Lay the Draw. And I wasn't going to do any videos on that this year because I've already done it. However, what I decided to do was to add the 1.5 and 2.5 markets. As you can see here, this section here. So what I do, I check the price at kickoff, or as close to kickoff as I possibly can, and just record what it would have been if you backed it for £10. And I did that for the Championship, Division 1 and Division 2. I also did it for the National League and the Scottish League, although I'm not really bothered about those two. So these are the results from August. This is the section here I was more bothered about. So you can see from the Premiership, if you were backed at over 1.5 for a £10 stake, you'd have been £23 up. And the over 2.5s, you'd have been £63 down. And like I said, I did that for all the leagues. I'll just scroll down to the bottom. Now this section here is just the Premier, Championship, Division 1 and Division 2. So if you was to back all the over 1.5s, which is 169 games, you would have lost £112. And if you were to back all the over 2.5s, you would have lost £192. So that got me thinking, do we over egg the over 2.5 goals? So again, in September, I recorded them all again. I'll just scroll down to the bottom. I don't want to bore you with all the details. And again, if you were backed over 1.5 and over 2.5s, you would have lost again. So in October, I decided to actually back under 2.5 goals to see what the outcome would be. I only did it to £1. As you can see from there was 227 games. The average price was 2.09, and you can see down there's a breakdown of the league: Premier, Championship, League 1, League 2. Before we go any further, if you'd just like to pause the video and just have a quick guess of if I won or lost and by how much in the comments. So these are all the games that happened in October. As you can see there, that's what league it was in. That was the date, home and away. The price, like I said, some of these prices may not be bang on at kick-off, but these are the prices what I had when I actually backed them. It could have been 2 or 3 hours before the kick-off. This obviously if it's won or lost, and that is I won or lost in money terms. Since we're doing it to a pound stake, any loss would have been £1. But obviously, depending on the price, you would have got higher or lower. So these was all the games. You got the Championship, all the League 1 games, League 2, so you can see there, if you go back to the Premier League, you'd have won £2.78. If backed under 2.5s in the Championship, you'd have been £16, League 1 £3, League 2 £3.50. So in total you would have actually won £25.80 by backing the under 2.5 goals. The strike rate was 52 and your return on investment would have been 11%, which actually is not quite bad. If you haven't seen any of the videos, I'll just run quickly what this is. What I do, I lay the draw. So what I do is I record the lay the draw at the 90 minutes. If they're drawing at the half time, I also record the prices at half time, and I record as if you was doing it to a £10 stake. So therefore, if it's not a draw, you would win £9.80. If it is a draw, you would lose whatever it is to a £10 stake. I'll then record that, and this is what this bit is here. So in October, if you have to lay the draw in every Premier League game, you would actually be £8 up, which is not a lot to say it would have cost you £1,087. So far this year, if you was to back over 1.5 goals or over 2.5 goals, these are the results. Now these results are up to and including October. So if you was to do it in the Premier League, there's been 90 games so far. So therefore that would have been £900, and you would have lost on the over 1.5s and the over 2.5s. For the Championship, you would have also lost. League 1, also lost. League 2, you'd have also lost. And if you're into the National League again, you would have lost. The one thing that has won is the Scottish Premiership. You'd have been up. This section here is all 6 leagues put together, but I'm not really bothered about the Scottish or the National League. So this is the one with just the Premiership, Championship, Division 1, Division 2. So if you like goals in your games, you'd be surprised that if you was to back over 1.5 or over 2.5s in every single game, you would be losing. So do we overestimate the 2.5 goal market? We all like to see goals, but perhaps the wise thing is to go for the unders. So from the data I've collected so far this season, backing over 1.5s or over 2.5s would have been a bad decision, and actually backing the under 2.5s or under 1.5s, you would have actually made money. If you want me to go into more detail of what these sheets are, just let me know and I'll do another video on it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.